Praise Jesus. Brothers and sisters, I love you in Jesus' name. Hey, we want to read some scriptures which were put down for us by our Father to read so that we can claim what we know, what we are sure that we can get it. We are reading Hebrews 11. We are reading only one verse, and that is verse 1. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Now faith is to see things which are not yet visible, but seeing them in the Spirit. Faith is the eyes which see things which are invisible, things which have not yet come into our lives. Is to see the enemies before they arrive, like using that binoculars or satellite. That is, faith is something like binoculars, is something like satellite, which sees the spirits before they arrive to our lives. I always say that the factory of all things is the Spirit. The Spirit is where all things are manufactured. So, faith are the eyes which can look into the factory and see what is there. Then you pray. So, Jesus, help me. I've been attacked by robbers. Faith is a man looking at the police to help him. That is the faith in the police. That when I call police, they will come and help me. That is the faith in that police. Faith is a man who gets married to a woman knowing that this woman is brown. She will produce brown children for me. That is a faith in that woman, that he will give you brown children. Faith in Jesus Christ is seeing Jesus saving you at the last day, taking you to heaven. Those are the eyes which you can see eternal life. Those are the eyes which can see Jesus. Those are the eyes which can see the way to heaven before it is in the reality. That is faith. Can I say this one again? Because it is very beautiful. Faith in Jesus are the eyes which can see Jesus on the throne in heaven. Faith are the eyes which sees Jesus coming back to take his children. Faith are the eyes which can see Jesus saving us in our troubles before they arrive to us. Even if when they arrive, faith are the eyes seeing Jesus coming to save us. That is faith. That is faith. Trusting that this, I have put my trust, my strength, my effort in this man. He will help me. He will save me. He will redeem me. This man, Jesus. Jesus is a man. That is why we talk to him. He is a man. That is why we think. That is why we dream. That is why he also dreams. That is why he gives us dreams. He first dreamed them, then he gives us the dreams. You never know that Jesus dreams before he gives you. He cannot give you anything without testing it. He died and tasted death and came out So you will die and come out. It means he also dreams and comes out of the dream and gives you the dream. He is the dream giver. He gave us the dreams. It means he first tests them. Whatever good thing we have, he first tests it before he gives us. How did the children of Israel eat food in the wilderness? It was cooked in heaven. How can you cook without testing whether the salt or whether the sugar? It was tested in heaven, then given to the children of Israel in the desert. Jesus is the owner of all things. He tested them all before giving it to us. So, brothers and sisters, faith are the eyes which sees Jesus. Faith are the eyes which sees Jesus coming back to take the children, the beloved, the selected one. That is faith. You must have faith in Jesus. You can have faith in your wife, in your children, in your brothers, in your sisters, in your friends. They will take you to a certain point, but to heaven. To take you to heaven, it must be Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and life. You can trust the doctors, but to give you life, it is Jesus. Jesus is the life. You can trust earthly weapons, but in the dreams, it must be Jesus who saves you from those bad dreams. So let us surrender all our life to Jesus so that we can be on the safe side. In the dreams, in the visions, we are with him. When we are going to heaven, we are with him. When we are under troubles, we are with him. I will be with you, walking with you. When two or three are gathered, I am in your midst. Whatever you ask in my name, I'll give it unto you. So why do I waste my time on other things? Why do I invest in other things which will not help me, which will not redeem me, which will not take me to heaven? I cannot. I rather be with Jesus. I rather follow this Jesus who created me. I rather obey and follow this Jesus. So that is where our faith must be completely. When you fail the doctor, then you come to Jesus? No, it must be Jesus first. When you get a problem, it must be Jesus first. When the vehicle breaks down, do you first go to the hospital? When the vehicle breaks down, you think of the garage. So when you are sick, why don't you first think of Jesus who created you? Is it that not important for me to repeat it for you? When you have a machine and it gets a trouble, you think of a technician. Then you, a human being, when you get a trouble, you must think of your creator. You must think of your creator, because the one who made you, the doctor never made you. The doctor never made you. You must first think of the creator, just as somebody thinks of the mechanic for the machine. So that is faith. The faith you must have it in Jesus Christ, the owner of all things. Have you tried him? If you have never tried him, you try him once. The moment he works for you, never leave him. Jesus is able to prove himself. Jesus wants to be tested. You test him. If Jesus can heal me, I will follow you. He will heal you. Then you follow him. If these things Jesus does it for me, I will never leave him. If I do like this, he will do it for you, like Jacob. Say that if I go and come back with clothing and with bread, you will be my God forever. And he did it. So brothers and sisters, let us test this Jesus. After proving to us that yes, he is, then cling on him. That is the faith. Believing before you see in the reality. Believing are the eyes which see in the factory of all things. Believing is the spirit. Believing are the eyes of the spirit. So faith is the eyes of the spirit. Faith are the eyes of the spirit which looks into Jesus as he is all things. You see Jesus as if you are seeing all things in this Jesus. Yes, Jesus is all things we need. Okay, that is all about faith. Today, we were in Hebrews chapter 11. We read verse 1. Now faith are the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The evidence of things not seen. We have the faith, and after that faith, things happen. I trust Jesus will heal me, and he heals me. That is the evidence. I trust in Jesus. He proves to me he is trustworthy. I cry to Jesus. He proves he is my Father. I put my energy in Jesus, and he comes to me in great force to attack my enemies. Hallelujah.